I am a mutant. A mutant is a sudden and unexpected change in a species. Something unexpected. He smiled again. I must admit, we are unexpected. Now, I don't know how you feel about that, but let me tell you something. If you keep your hand in the Lord's, you have nothing to fear. Let me repeat that. Say it, Reverend, someone in the choir said. If you keep your hand in the Lord, you have nothing to fear.
Someone yelled, "Captain on deck!" All attendees stood at attention. Sean walked to the podium. "As you were, people." He toggled on the ship-wide intercom. The orientation would be heard throughout the Johnson. Everyone in the auditorium sat. Sean cleared his throat. "I don't normally do orientations, but since we're no longer at war or rushing off to right some wrong, I have some me time." The entire room erupted into laughter.
Full show today, featuring the possible answers to the horrifying enigma that is the town of Four Corners. He was cut off by a commotion from the right of the stage. The noise was singing, mixed with furious shouts of guards unable to keep the invaders out. The hymn being sung was joyous, with unabashed glee and prayerfulness.
Unfortunately for the Johnson, and all that have served aboard for so long, will not be needed as often. Probably not ever. That is, as long as the Psi are still out there. I say this to you so that when you walk the halls of the Johnson, when you travel the lifts or enter into a room, to remember that the Johnson is a good ship. It has served us very well, as we will return the favor. We have to. It's important.
If you keep your hand in the Lord, you have nothing to fear. The canvas had on his full head of steam now, and even the Robertson could see they weren't going to stop him. He opened his Bible and read from the 23rd Psalm, and then the first chapter of Joshua. When he finished, he locked eyes with the gathered in the studio audience. You say you trust the Lord? Do you really? If you are sitting here letting a man fill you with fear of things or people who are different, you don't trust in the Lord. Candace's lower arms went akimbo as he pointed to individual members, some of whom flinched from the truth of his words. This man talks about a revival of the country, but he's forgetting about his own spirit club.
I'm certain we will be met with questions and suspicion. We may even meet with aggression and hostility, but no matter. We will push forward and learn more about ourselves through discovering others. I am extremely confident that we will meet this mission, as we have with others, with professionalism, honor, and integrity. I hereby welcome each and every one of you to the Explorer Cruiser Reginald L. Johnson.
We will walk by faith, not by sight, for the eyes can deceive. Unless you have faith and believe, you're not walking with Jesus at all. Grace is what we have when we believe. Not even the devil can deceive. If you don't believe, then you cannot receive. You're not walking with Jesus at all.
This mission is a failure on some levels. We can't continue given what just happened. I'm in charge of this mission, and the Johnson is under my command. I also have full backing of Grid Command. You! Fuck! We can't stop now. We will turn back. You get another ship for your quest. I don't care how or who. It just won't be the Johnson. Logar clenched her hands into a fist. A red glow surrounded her hands. Sean slowly shook his head. Kathy, don't. As I stand here before you, don't. His hands started glowing blue.
The Robertsons were flabbergasted. Nothing was destroyed. No one was hurt, and they were still alive. It took him a moment to notice, but Greg Robertson saw the people in the audience were leaving. He looked at his father and wife as they looked at each other and said nothing. McCandless had proven his point and gained new credibility by coming here.